Welcome to the KCS Quarterly Safety News. A video for KCS by KCS about KCS safety. I'm your host, Adriana Catano. At KCS, we hear it a lot. Safety is our number one priority. But do our actions reflect the words? Does safety start with you? In this new video series, we'll focus on safety topics critical to the work you do, along with applicable rules and best practices. And the best part is, we'll learn from each other. Every episode will feature various KCS teams and departments from across our system. So let's get started, because safety starts here. Whether you work in an office or out on the tracks, there is a potential menace that could impact anyone. This potential hazard is the slip, trip, and fall. Slips, trips, and falls are the leading cause of injury across all industries, not just the railroad. So how do we avoid these potential hazards? To best answer this question, let's start with some definitions. Slips are caused when there is too little friction or traction between your foot and the walking surface. Trips occur when your foot or lower leg hits an object and your upper body continues moving. Falls occur when you get too far off your center of balance. Slip, trip, and fall incidents are most likely to happen when a railroader is inattentive to the task at hand, is distracted, has blocked vision, or fails to use 3 points of contact. To protect yourself and others, always follow KCS General Safety Rule 36. GS 36 states, to avoid slips, trips, or falls, employees must remain alert and mindful of surroundings at all times. Use designated walkways, crosswalks, handholds, and railings when available. Plan and choose routes that afford the safest walking conditions. Keep a clear view of where you're walking. Avoid carrying objects that block your view. Keep locomotive cab, vehicle, and other equipment floors clear of obstructions and tripping hazards. And keep hands out of pockets while walking. Another good tool for preventing slips, trips, and falls: good housekeeping. Keep your work area organized and clean to help keep you and those around you safe. Electronic devices are everywhere these days, and they can be a huge distraction. KCS rules clearly state when and where personal electronic devices can be safely utilized. G-Core Rule 2.21 Part B, Personal Electronic Devices, states that railroad operating employees on duty, including supervisors, must have each electronic device turned off and stowed out of sight with any earpiece removed from the ear when on moving rolling equipment or on-track equipment, any member of the crew is on the ground performing safety-related duties, or any employee is assisting in preparation of the train, engine or engines, or on-track equipment. The only exception to this rule is a crew member who is deadheading an other than a controlling locomotive. A railroad operating employee may use a personal cell phone only for voice communication when rolling and on-track equipment is stopped, and a safety briefing is conducted with all crew members to confirm that it will not interfere with any safety-related or required duty. This rule is simple to follow, yet potentially has a huge impact on your personal safety, as well as your co-workers, our customers, and the communities we serve. Personal cell phones must be turned off and put away out of sight. Do this if you're going to be on moving equipment or while any member of your crew is on the ground performing safety-related duties, and you will be making safety a priority, not just with words, but actions. So, how will we know if we're making an impact safety-wise? Can we measure safety? One measure of safety is the Frequency Index, or FI. The FI is a ratio that measures how many employees out of 100 have suffered an FRA reportable injury within that year. A reportable injury is any injury that requires medical treatment beyond first aid. But the data is more than just numbers. Each one of these numbers represents a friend, co-worker, maybe even family member, or you. So how do we measure safety success? Well, every day you and your teamwork injury-free is a step in the right direction. Don't end up a face in this chart. Be sure your actions show that safety starts here. Thanks for your attention today and every day. As you head back to the yard, into your shop, or out on the track, pay attention to where you're walking and turn your phones off. Do that and we'll see you back here next quarter.